Alright, what's up everybody? We're back with more Pokemon XD Hardcore Nuzlocke. So last time, we managed to get past Snaddle, and we are still deathless up to this point, which is incredible. The unfortunate thing is, though, today, it's finally the day we're going to have to fight I would say it's the second hardest fight in the game, Ardos. Ardos is a very difficult fight, and unlike a lot of the other battles I've been able to prepare for in the past, this one is one I think we do not have a 100% win rate for. We have a decent win rate to do it deathless at least, but it's not guaranteed. So we'll see how it goes. I've got a plan, and we'll see how the plan works out for us. But the goal is to get past Ardos, and then if we have time and the team hasn't been absolutely decimated because of Ardos's fight, then we can also potentially do Gorgon as well. They both have the same level cap, level 44. So, yeah, fighting them back to back should be pretty easy. And I don't think Gorgon will be that bad. I think Gorgon actually will be a pretty... I think it's going to be as easy as it was last time. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm being too cocky, but we will see. Let me pull everything up here first. Pull up the stream on my phone so I can watch it and make sure everything looks good. Okay, everything looks pretty good. All right. Yeah, so where we left off, we haven't even healed yet. We're still looking at this for the team. I did want to keep Ursaring Burn because I am going to do the same thing I did for Snaddle's fight. I'm going to do that for Ardos as well. But I think it's probably best to heal because we do have to grind everybody up to 44 before we can go and do that fight. So we'll just re-burn him before we go to do the Ardos fight. It's no big deal. Okay. So what I'm gonna have to do, I need, let's see. Yeah, so I'm gonna bring Espeon up. And we're gonna bring Mightyena up as well. These are all the Pokemon I'm gonna use for Ardos's fight, but there's also, like, again, if we get to Gorgon, there's one other Pokemon I'm going to use, and that is Zangoose. And so with Zangoose, I want to maximize his effort values, so that we can guarantee a win against what's his name, Gorgon. So I will be doing that too, and I might start with that. So let me take that Choice Band off Hariyama before I forget. I think I also had a Choice Band on Shiftry, but that's fine. Okay, Zangoose, we'll bring you up too. Ursaring's at 43. I'll keep him in the back for now. Oh, I'm gonna need those leftovers though. Well, actually no, I don't need them right now. I don't need them right now. Okay. So let me update the team. I'll save it really quick now that I changed out the team. Alright. Update it. So I took off... Is it... Okay, Ursaring, Golduck, and Shiftry are the ones I took off. So Ursaring. Put Zangoose here. And then Golduck. Espeon. Just adjust it really quick. And Shift Tree. We've got Mightyena right now. Okay. Alright, so the goal is to grind up everybody here to 44. And with Zangoose, we are EV training. Everyone else doesn't really need EVs at this point, so we can just kind of go on whatever we want. Not a big deal. But yeah, we gotta make sure Zangoose gets the EVs I need. Actually, let me put Zangoose in the back. I have a strategy for this. We can really lead with whoever we want. I guess I'll do... We'll do Hariyama and Houndoom, I guess. First. How you doing, Seven? Alright. So yeah, we need all 7 of these Pokemon. 6 on my party, and then we'll need Ursaring, who I put in the box. All have to get to 44. And then we can do the back-to-back fights against Ardos and Gorgon. It'll be a double feature. Alright. So where we're going to go to Pirate Town. And we're going to fight the trainer that actually gives the most experience of any repeatable trainer outside of Mount Battle. It's going to be this guy right here, Gale. Now, we want to get attack and speed on Zangoose. We need a very specific effort value spread in order to pull off a guaranteed victory against Gorgon. So, that's what we're going to do here. We're going to use Gale to get attack. He has 2 Pokemon that give special attack, 2 Pokemon that give physical attack, so we're going to try our best to kill the Pokemon that give special attack first, and then when the 2 Pokemon that give physical attack are on the field, we'll have Zangoose swap in, swap out, finish the fight. And that's pretty much what we're going to be doing for a couple of battles. He has Macho Brace on, so it'll go a little bit quicker. I fell asleep again before Snaddle. Oh no. It's alright. You didn't miss too much. We just embarrassed him. How you doing, Doctor, by the way? So yeah, I believe Zangoose is at 93 attack effort values, and I need 188. So we should have to do this, what is it, 12 times? No, 12 times, yeah, 12 times. And that'll be enough to get, it'll be 189 attack, but that's fine. I'm okay going over by 1, not a big deal. But like I said, Gale does give the most experience of any repeatable trainer at this point. It was a 412-page F key document, not an L key document this time. Okay, Curly got Flash Fire too. So I think it's I think his team order is Curlia, Granbull, Nuzleaf, and Houndoom. So I think we go Bite and then just don't attack with Hariyama. There's an order of operations here that we have to do. Everyone else is fully EV trained that I care about. The only one that I still need to do this for is Zangoose. So we're trying our best here to make this work. Nuzleaf and Granbull both give 2 attack effort values, so the goal is to swap Zangoose in so he gets credit for those 2 Pokemon. And with Macho Brace, it becomes 8 effort values. I think Bite's better because you have the flinch chance, so no. So yeah, that's going to be the goal. And already Houndoom and Hariyama are 43, so this is great. Like I said, everyone just needs to get to 44, and then I have to, you know, pre-burn Ursaring just like I did last time, and yeah, we'll be good to go. Alright, so let's... we don't want to attack. We just want Zangoose to swap in to get credit for these two goobers. And then we can swap back out. And Granville does not know any good moves. Yeah, PEMDAS. Yeah, the order of operations. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it knows Tackle and Bite. I think it also knows Roar. I don't know if it would ever click that. Maybe it would. I don't know, but either way, it doesn't matter. Alright, let's kill Granville. We'll swap Zangoose for... I guess we'll go back to Hariyama. And we have to do this exact sequence 11 more times. And then Zangoose will have enough attack to pull off what I need for Gorgon. Hariyama. Yeah. Or Hari Omega, as his name is supposed to be pronounced. Which I think it's a great name. Multi-hit moves are super annoying. Alright, but we're good. Get through this fight. It's a fair amount of experience. We're good. What was wrong with that message? What happened? It said it was held for aggression. I'm sorry about that. Hariyama Slappy was apparently considered aggressive. Yeah, Automod has kind of been going crazy these last couple of days, and I didn't really do a lot of research into, you know, how to disable that, but that's okay. I did, however, make it so that, assuming it's set up properly, obviously, if YouTube chat actually becomes vocal at some point, YouTube chat should show up at the bottom, like above where it says level cap and below where the bottom 3 Pokemon are. So, again, if I have it set up properly, that's how it should be. Automata is a deep state Illuminati conspiracy. Of course. Wait, so the voices are spreading? Yeah, I know. There's even more voices than before. They're going to be everywhere. Eventually, they're just going to be filling the screen. You won't even be watching Pokemon anymore. You'll just be watching the inner workings of my head. Alright. So like I said, 11 more times against this guy doing that same exact thing. Might take a little bit of time, because obviously swapping like that makes it take a little bit extra turns, but that's fine. We only have to do this once, right? You know, just have to get the attack effort values all the way up, and then we can just grind against whoever. I don't really care about the effort values that my Pokemon have, because most of them are full at this point. At least the ones that matter are full. Nah, I'm gonna admit you to the psych ward before I'd let that happen. There we go. Yeah, I'll be in a straitjacket in no time. Alright. Yeah, it turns out that Rogue Gale is like the greatest trainer for grinding in both Coliseum and XD. It's actually wild. He was like the most consistent and gave a lot of experience, so congrats to Gale for being the back-to-back grinding champion of the world. We don't use straitjackets anymore. Too much risk for asphyxiation. We would just put you in 5-point restraints. Well, either way, I would not have a lot of mobility. so swap Zangoose out again, get Hariyama back on the field. I don't know how much experience that you get for all this. I think like it's a little less than 2,000 for fighting Rogue Gale, which is great. Most of my Pokemon at this point only need about 5,000 to level up. And I should say it's 2,000 per Pokemon. I should specify that. But yeah, it's very good for leveling up. And that would only be able to hold you in place until we could administer the B52, or B52, the antipsychotic cocktail, not the alcoholic cocktail. Also not the strategic bomber, and not the 70s band. Why can't I have all of them at once? That would be the B52 to the 4th. Alright. That's 2 times we fought him. 10 more to go. I'm gonna have to keep on saying that after each battle because I will forget if I don't try to keep track somehow. And then after this, we just need to get Zangoose some speed as well. Not a lot, but just some speed we need to get. And yeah, Zangoose will be ready to go for when we fight Gorgon. He will not be needed for Ardos, but he will be needed for Gorgon. So since, I mean, the level cap's 44 for both of them, I might as well get this grinding done now. We probably could give you an intramuscular B52 injection in one arm and give you a B52 layered shot in the other hand, and we could play Rock Lobster very loud over the intercom while we did it. Not sure how to add the Rolling Thunder to the mix. We'll figure it out. I want to be treated 5-star experience when I'm in the psych ward. Alright, let's do Protect on Houndoom, swap Hariyama again. And when we get to the halfway point, I'll double check where we're at, make sure everything is good, that we are on pace for everything. Goddamn Twitch notifications are always late. Hey Art, how you doing? It's no problem. I mean, all you're missing is the glorious grinding, really getting Zangoose some effort values here. I think we would get in trouble if you were dismembered by 500 kilogram bombs. Well, what if I asked for it, right? You know, maybe I'll sign whatever waiver I have to, and I'll give you permission, you know? I'll look for a bit on my way home right now. That's fine. Perfectly fine. Again, like I said, we're just grinding right now, but we will be getting to Ardos probably hopefully like an hour and a half or so, however long it takes to grind everybody up to 44 and get Zangoose all EV trained. And the hope is that we can keep this deathless streak going, but you know, it's not necessarily going to be up to me. It might be up to the RNG gods that might decide my fate here. Dignity is dying is illegal in the states where I am licensed. God dang. Move my camera just a little bit. Yeah, I didn't feel like I was perfectly centered there. Kind of bothering me. That, of course, being a euphemism for physician-assisted word I cannot say on Twitch. Fair enough. Also, Rogue Gale gives some decent money here. 780? It's pretty good. Alright, so we fought him 3 times, right? Yeah, from the looks of it, it's been 3. So, let's go and heal up. I know we probably could do like another 1 or 2 fights against him before it would start to get like they're kind of in like that yellow health bar range, but let's just be extra smart. I will say the grinding for Zangoose is actually a little bit quicker than I thought it would be. We're 20 minutes in, we fought him 3 times. I was also yapping for about a solid, you know, 7 or 8 minutes before I really started grinding, so it's going pretty good. Gale got that cash, yeah. I don't remember how much he gave in Coliseum, but honestly, I don't know if he gave that much. I'd have to look back on it. I honestly don't think he gave that much. I think it was like 500 or something. I do think there's a way to get an amulet coin. I don't remember how you do it though, and it's not really a big deal. The only thing at this point I would use the money on, like, eventually I would buy cents whenever we get Realgam Coliseum's encounter, and then also I'd probably buy, you know, vitamins for that Pokemon that we get, if it's good, and then any other Pokemon that I might end up using for a later fight. But yeah, that's really all I would spend the money on at this rate. And of course, Battle Bingo, which I am totally playing and not just deducting money from my wallet and giving myself Poke coupons in exchange for, so that I can save on the needless grinding. If you thought the grind was bad enough, it could have been worse. I could have sat here and on every stream grinded Battle Bingo, and we could make this a 100-hour playthrough. At the very least, I saved time with that. Alright, get back to Hariyama. And like I said, when we get, when we do it for the 6th time, when we battle this for the 6th time, I will check and make sure we are currently on pace for Zangoose to get to 188 attack in the next 6 fights. And I think probably by the looks of it, Houndoom and Hariyama are probably going to level up maybe next fight. From the looks of it. Might be a little close, but I would say it's a reasonable chance. I think Houndoom will, Hariyama might not. Yeah, it'll be close. We'll see. So that's 4. And that animation of him losing and falling backwards, that is not a good way to fall. I don't think that he has any kind of reaction speed or instinct, because you should instinctively put out your arms to brace for a fall like that. He is landing directly on his dome when he falls back like that. Maybe that might be the lore explanation for why he keeps repeating his dialogue, is because he keeps on like hitting his head so hard he just forgets what happened like 2 minutes ago, or not even 2 minutes ago, like 8 seconds ago. Alright. We'll bite Curlio. Protect. In comes the Nuzleaf man. Alright, and then I will protect you, swap to Zangoose. My eye is kind of twitching for some reason, that's fun. Okay. And now we can get back Hariyama here, and we can kill everything. Awesome stuff. This is battle 5, so we'll do one more, and then I will check to make sure we're on pace. As long as everything looks good, we'll keep going. Don't tell me it's gonna hit 5 times. Of course, it's gonna waste my time as much as possible. Unfortunate. Alright, we're good. And Houndoom should get to 44 here, so I'll have to change up the lead. But Hariyama, I think, is just barely gonna be off of 44. Yeah. Correct. Alright, well in that case I will move I'll move both of them out of the lead slot for now. Put Electrode and Espeon in the lead instead. Yeah, that makes sense. We'll do those two. I also should teach Mightyena Protect as well. I think I still have a Protect TM on Mailme. Double check that, I do. And I think we'll get rid of Poison Fang here. I like Swagger. It could have an application, maybe, potentially, possibly. Poison Fang is not really a necessity at the moment, though, so we're just going to get rid of that for Protect. Also, while I'm in the topic of teaching Pokemon new moves, I need to teach Zangoose Shadow Ball. Cannot forget to do that. We will need Shadow Ball when we fight Gorgon. Alright. Okay. So I think that's all for the movesets I need. Pretty sure. Alright. Let's keep on grinding away at Gale. And now we've got Electrode and Espeon in the lead. Okay, well, Thunderbolt. Curlia will protect Espeon. Awesome stuff. Poor Art is missing all this top tier grinding, yeah. Me using the complicated switch out method to specifically get 8 attack effort values every single fight. But I do think it's going pretty fast, you know. I mean, I already got 2 Pokemon to 40. Well, Hariyama's 43, but it's like a pixel away from 44. So we'll go not self-destruct. Let's not do that. Let's protect, and then we'll swap the Zangoose. There may come a time where Electrode needs to click self-destruct, but a random fight against Rogue Gale is not gonna be the situation. Shocker. Click, click, boom. Eventually, there will be boom in time, possibly. But I'm hoping that won't have to happen until, like, Greevil or something. That would be the best case. Alright, we'll swap back to SP. Well, actually, I should have swapped to Hariyama. Yeah, I should have swapped to Hariyama to get that last bit of XP. I can still do it. I'll just do it after Gramble's been taken care of. Alright, we'll go and take out Houndoom. I'll swap Espeon for Hariyama. It also seems like, just like in Pokemon Coliseum, Rogue Gale does have smart AI. Because he has, like, always click the same moves every single time. Which tells me he sees the strongest damaging move. Endure, nah. Endure plus Reversal is a really cool meme, but Hariyama does not have the speed tier needed to pull that off. Alright. So officially that should be the halfway point for Zangoose. So I'm going to save and check the save editor, make sure. So we were at 93 when I started, and we fought him 6 times, right? So that's 48 effort value, so he should be at 141. If everything has gone well up to this point. Let's see. And again, you're going to hear like an error noise. It's not your computer. It's just me looking up the save file. Yep, we're at 141. Perfect. Everything has been going smoothly up to this point. Do 1 or 2 more fights and then I'll heal again. Just to be extra careful with Zangoose here. Alright. Thunderbolt Curlia, protect Espeon. I always have to say it out loud because it is a really weird order of which I have to do all this stuff in, but . I cannot wait until Zangoose is done with EV training, because then we can just fight Gale and not have to worry about holding back or anything like that. We can just murder his entire team and get infinite experience and also money at this rate. Alright, protect electrodes, swap Zangoose. I love how Electrode's like eyebrows twitch. He is ready. The day he blows up, he is going to be absolutely ready for it. Yeah, I'll heal after this one. Thunderbolt, Grand Bull. We'll swap back to Espeon. Yep. And then next turn, I don't know if Nuzleaf will die or not to bite. It might not. That's the only move that Espeon really has to hit dark types with, but either way, it's not like Nuzleaf can do any damage. All it has is Bullet Seed. And that, in this generation, that's a maximum of 50 base power. So not a scary move. I don't know what gen it was that made Bullet Seed really good. Whatever generation made it so that Bullet Seed was 25 base power, that was very nice, especially for like a Pokemon like Breloom with like with Technician. All right, Thunderbolt, Houndoom. Let's see if Bite kills Nuzleaf. I think it's going to be close. We have a massive level advantage, but Bite is a resisted move. Nah, it's actually not even that close. Yeah, Bite does not kill. But regardless, get the kill, and that is very good. Technician boosted moves are not great unless they are right on the edge of the Technician boost and have an additional useful effect. I mean, Bullet Seed, however, is pretty good because, like, you know, it's 25 base power, so Technician boosted to 37.5. So bare minimum, worst case scenario, it's 75. But at a maximum, that's like what, 187.5? That's an extremely powerful move. And it can break through Sturdy and Focus Sash. So that's always going to be relevant. But also like Scyther with Quick Attack, like Terra normal Quick Attack, actually saw some serious competitive usage, at least in singles, for like one of the tiers. I don't remember. It might have been Little Cup. But yeah, Quick Attack, Terra normal Scyther absolutely was like wrecking some of the metagame for a while. That was pretty cool. Bullet Seed is 10 base power in Gen 3 and 4. Yeah, I mentioned that. I was just saying, like, Bullet Seed nowadays with Technician. Because Bullet Seed nowadays is 25. And hits 2 to 3 times 75% of the time. Unless used by the AI. Then it always hits 5. And it sometimes crits. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, Bullet Seed was absolutely trash in this generation. Like, a lot of multi-hit moves were trash. I don't know when some of them got buffed, but yeah. They became a lot better when they got buffed, and more annoying. Okay. I was just checking some stuff. Alright. Attack Curlia and protect. Tackle does whatever damage, doesn't matter. And then protect, swap to Zangoose. Nice, we get the double attack into Electrode. It just makes things go a little bit faster. Alright, Thunderbolt and swap to Espeon. Alright, this is going to be the 8th time I fought Gale, so we just have 4 more times to go, and then Zangoose is good for attack. We can shift over to getting him the speed he needs, and then we can just kind of grind on against whoever we want. It doesn't really matter at that point. So I'll probably just fight Gale until everybody's 44. And of course I'll bring Ursaring back into the party at some point too. And we'll have to do the pre-burn thing again. So Togetic's gonna have to hit that 20% chance again. I don't know what in my brain thought that the burn chance was 20% straight up. I don't know why I thought that. As like I looked it up and I don't think there's a single fire type move except like Blue Flare is like the only one that has a 20% chance to burn. So I don't know. I don't know where I came up with 20% chance. I'm big dumb. Does Gale like Gale? Probably, since he's skinny as fuck. He's on that keto diet. Gale eats so much kale, his hair is kale colored. All right. It's because you're a bit silly. All right. Neither Gale nor Gale are keto. Keto doesn't make you all that thin, and keto is 0 carb, and Gale, and by extension, Gale has carbs. Well, I was saying like the Gale diet because he was skinny, but yeah. Or the keto diet. Did I say Gale diet? I meant keto diet. Sorry. Go into keto acidosis. Ooga booga. Also, hold on, wait. So that does not... Okay. Well, there goes that... Oh, wait, no, it does show up on screen, but it's... You cannot see it. Okay, hold on. Because last time... So I set up Twitch chat fine, and now YouTube chat is showing up in the bottom left like I wanted, but for whatever reason it is not. I can't, like, it doesn't show the message. So give me 1 second. Let me pause the emulator. I'll see if I can fix it really quick. Just give me a second. I thought I set it up right. I guess I did not. The only reason I'm pausing the emulator is so that we don't have to listen to it lagging out since I'm tabbed into a browser. All right, 1 second. How do I pull it up? Okay, it's overlay. Edit it. Yeah, why the text is written in black? That's why. It's not showing up. Hold on. How do I change the text color? Text settings. Where does it have color? Okay, there we go. All right, so let me save this. Okay. All right. All right, now you can go ahead and try to comment something, Nick. All right. Can you wait just 1 minute? And now it's not showing up at all. I can see the new messages. Oh wait, there we go. No, it's showing up on screen now. It's just really small for some reason. I don't know why it's that small. All right. Anyway, let me catch up to chat. The kill diet sounds dreadful. I mean, it works for some people. I wouldn't do it. I don't know. And then Kale is thin, yes, but he doesn't look like poorly controlled T1DM. Problem is that the text for the YouTube messages is the same exact color as the background instead of white. Yeah, I knew that. I just didn't know how to change the color at first, but we got there. We got there. Yeah. The lad fixed Christmas. Yes, I think I fixed it for the most part. It's still very small font. Stop. You gotta go lay down, okay? Yeah, it's still small font, but you can see it. You can see it, so I guess it's fine for now. I'll try to increase the size of it before next stream. Hello, tiny YouTube folks. Yeah, in YouTube chat, that's my my best friend in the chat. I am here to bring destruction, madness, and debauchery. Perfect. You've come to the right place. All right. So yeah, we gotta fight this guy, I think 4 more times. I honestly, like, that 10-minute break of trying to troubleshoot has made me forget how many times we fought him, but I think it's been like 4, or it's 4 more times that we have to do it. No worries to work on it when you have time. Yeah. I mean, it fits on the screen fine. It's just, yeah, the font is a little bit small. I didn't mean for it to be that small. I'm just glad that it shows the chat though, because I was worried about that. What's weird is, like, for Twitch chat, like when you do like the overlay thing, like you can simply just like not even be streaming and just type in the chat and it'll show up like as like a test like message in the overlay, but when you do it on YouTube, the only way it shows up like as a test message is if you are actively streaming and it's a public stream. It can't be like a private or unlisted stream. So it's just very silly. I don't know why they did like that. I feel like remember the EV cat is like your only job. Yeah, well it's apparently the hardest job in the world. Pray for me. I got big words but tiny text. Alright. Oh, actually, wait, no. I almost ruined the order of operations. It's protect, then swap to Zangoose. I feel like big tech superiority should be enforced by legislation. Yeah, like it's like the SpongeBob quote. People talk loud when they want to act smart. Which is honestly kind of true. Yeah, I'm also probably going to want to push the text box up a little bit as well, because it's not overlapping anything, any of the words in the bottom, but it's really close, like closer than I wanted it to be. Yeah, so I'll try my best to fix that next time. Speaking of job, I have 6 days of work ahead of with them 1 day off and then even more work. Already struggling with the thought. God dang. So is that like a normal like kind of week for you? Is you work like 6 days a week, or is that just like they need you for an extra day this week or something? But that is brutal. I'll be rooting for you, Art. I believe you got this. How do doctors deal with it if they are at work 24/7? Stop. Go lay down. Go lay down. How do doctors deal with it if they are at work 24/7? Now that's a question for doctor right there. 24/7 jobs are usually 7 on, 7 off. I work a 24/6 job. There you go. You need to go lay down. Okay? You were out just before I started the stream. Hasn't even been an hour. You can wait. She probably ate all of her food, and so she wants to go out now. Seven on and 7 off sounds great. Yes, but I find that 7 on, 7 off prevents me from martyring myself, so I do 6 on, 1 off instead. Thanks, I'll try my best. You got this. You got this. No worries. Okay. Alright, 3. Mirror beat. Go away. 3 more times, and we're good. I'm doing everything in my power to keep this dog at bay. It is not going great. Plus, if I'm just stupid overworked, the worst that can happen is I could make a fatal error, you know? Oopsie daisy. Accidents happen. Now, however you guys can manage it, just do your best. Also, hi, doggo. I hope you get all the food you wanted. She has eaten both of her meals today, so she is definitely well fed. And she is just patiently waiting. I have arrived for big text. Let's go. Promoted. This is my first time here. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. I have no idea how to pronounce your username. I do apologize. But it's nice to meet you. Yay, we forcibly converted someone. Welcome to the better chat. The big text chat. That would kind of be a funny, like, recurring joke that Twitch chat is just like... it's like 10 font points higher. Or bigger. Alright, protect swap. It's not better, it's different. And better. Alright, we'll Thunderbolt the Grand Bull, swap Zangoose back to Espeon. I think Espeon's close, right, to leveling up. Like, maybe one more battle after this, by the looks of it, yeah. So it's very good. Correct! I came to see it because it's a game that brings back memories. Yeah, I mean, XD. I didn't play XD as much as I did Coliseum growing up. But I did like XD a lot, and I've never done a Nuzlocke for it. I've been Nuzlocking a lot of Pokemon games for like the past 7 years thereabout. Maybe 8, I don't know, something like that. And like about 3 years ago, I went back to try to do like a Nuzlocke of Pokemon Coliseum, try to do it deathless, and I wasn't good enough at Nuzlocking at the time, so I never actually managed to complete a run. So, kind of left it behind, and then once I started streaming, I decided to pick that back up again, and it went really well. I ended up getting a deathless run on my first try, and so I was like, well, I gotta play the sequel game. So here we are. It's my first ever time doing a Nuzlocke of Pokemon XD, and I think so far it's gone pretty darn well. We're deathless up to this point. We're about to go into Artist once everybody is 44. And yeah, we'll hopefully be able to keep that deathless streak alive. But it's a very tough fight, so maybe it will, maybe it won't. We'll see. Alright, so next time we should get Espeon to 44. And then I'll double check, but we should just need to do this one more time for Zangoose to hit on the attack it needs. And yeah, we'll just have to get speed up. And then we can just grind without worrying about EV training. It'll go so much quicker, and we just have to get everybody to 44 and we're good to go. Coliseum run was super good. There were tons of planning and maybe a little bit of luck. Yeah. I would definitely say like a lot of luck in the very early part of the game, because that's when you're dealing with random AI, and especially, oh my god, Mirror Beast fight. And you know, I'm making a video about the Pokemon Coliseum stuff, you know, like gonna sum up what happened in the run and the planning and stuff that went into it and all that. And Mirror B, oh my god. I'll have a lot to say about it in the video, because that, I honestly think that was probably one of the worst fights I could have ever gotten for it. It was bad. It was tragic. But thankfully it didn't die there, because after getting past him, everything else went fantastic, right? And then there was the Evice scare that happened at the end of the game, right? The lead combination that I really didn't want him to have, and then Caesar had to not hit the Omni boost. There was some luck involved, yeah, definitely. But I do think Coliseum was more consistent than XD. Much more consistent. And I don't think there's any fight that's gonna exemplify that more than when we get to Greevil. Because that is gonna just be unbelievable levels of craziness going on there. Oh yeah, I missed the mirror, but you can't wait to see it in the video. Yeah, it'll be a lot. It was bad. I mean, the good news is, like, if you do lose that fight though with Mirror B, like if a death happens, you're only losing about 3 hours of progress, which for some people, obviously, that would be annoying, but, you know, for me, I've done enough Nuzlocks where I've lost 20-hour runs regularly, right? So it's not exactly a new concept for me to have to redo a 3-hour segment in a Nuzlocke run, but still, it was a bad fight. Like, very, very unlucky. I mean, you know, like I said, I'll talk about it in the video, but I think I calculated the odds of how bad the first 3 turns went to be about 1 in 1,536. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. I'm pretty sure that was the number that I wrote down. Anyway, hold on. I gotta protect you and then swap the Zangoose here. It must be nice. It must be nice to be able to use a multi-hit move and hit every single time whenever you use it. Couldn't be me. Stop. Stop. You have to wait. Stop. No. No. Just give me a minute, okay? We're almost done with getting the EV training done, and then we can do it. Just wait, okay? I beat Gale of Darkness solo Espeon. I mean, Espeon's a fantastic Pokemon. Speedrunners will let you know just how great Espeon is. I believe it. It's a damn good Pokemon. Now let's try a solo Nuzlocke run. Solo hardcore Nuzlocke run. I don't even think you could get past, like... I'd be shocked if you could get past, like, if you could get past Gorgon with that, I would be surprised. I think you could get past a lot of the other early trainers, though. Exel would kind of be tough, but I think you could get past him. Well, maybe I should have kept Poison Fang for this specific fight. It probably would have been better. The reason I'm using Mighty N is because I'm pretty sure Espeon's gonna level up. Unless it already did level up and I just didn't notice it. I don't know. I think it's leveling up from me beating Nuzleaf, though. Me lurking in the background, that's fine. Right now, we're just doing the grind, and I'm gonna have to take care of this dog because she is quite literally hounding me. Level 41 Mightyena using bite. Listen, Mightyena is here for one thing and one thing only, to intimidate people. That's it. That's the only reason I'm using Mightyena for the Ardos fight. Mawile can do it too, but Mawile I think is a little bit too important to lose for Ardos. I want to keep it around for Eldis at least. I think it's going to be more impactful in Eldis' fight. And I'll get to why later, but for now, all you need to know is I think Mightyena is the better Intimidate user for this upcoming fight. So Espeon is 44. Let me save really quick, double check. We are 1 away from Zangoose having the effort values needed. Should be, if I have kept track of everything properly. Stop! What are you doing? What are you doing? You were tangling yourself up in the cord. Stop doing that. Don't do it. Yeah, one more time. Okay, we will do this one more time, and then I will go take care of this dog. This cretin. Alright. Yeah, no, we don't need to heal. We're good. We're just do this one more time. Oh, me. Okay, perfect. All right. All right, let's do Thunderbolt on Curlia. Dog will soon pull the plug so that you will stop playing. Oh, please don't do that. That would be absolutely terrible. Where's Nightbot yapping at me to save the game and get good when you need it? Right now, I'm just like, I'm petting her so that she doesn't try anything, you know, she's getting attention. But I can just feel that she is ready to pounce on me if I stop. She is crazy. Alright, protect. Swap to Zangoose for the last time against Gale. And then we will swap back to Mightyena and take it out. Or take him out, I should say. Dogs be like that sometimes. This one's like that all the time. 24/7. But she's a good dog. Alright, Thunderbolt. Stop. Stop. Come on. Don't paw me. Don't do that. You literally just have to wait like maybe 2 minutes. Can you wait 2 minutes? You have no concept of time. I don't know if Electra's going to get to 44 or not. It's going to be close. I'm hoping it does, because that will just really help me. Because then I can just put Mightyena and Zangoose in the lead. And that'll be fantastic. Make it go a lot quicker. My friend's cat walks all over me sometimes if I ignore him and tries to come between me and my phone. They do sometimes demand love. They absolutely love to do that. Pets do not like being ignored. Some like do want alone time here and there, but when they want attention, they will get attention. Rage growing, yes. Yeah, if Cinder was a Pokemon, I definitely could see her being like a Houndoom kind of Pokemon. A Houndoom that knows Rage. Rage, Growl, Bite, and I don't know, Tackle, I guess. Cats are funny. They stare into your soul if they want something. Alright, officially, that is Zangoose EV trained in attack. So we just need to do speed, which is going to be a lot quicker. And yeah, then we can just grind up to 44. We'll have to get Ursaring in here and help him out. How close is Electrode? Okay, we can stop leading with Electro. Let me go grab, well, actually, I guess I don't need to do that. Just put Zangoose in the front. I'll go heal up just to be extra careful. I hope not. My soul is dirty and I don't want nobody seeing it. Not even a cat. Alright. Let's heal up. And then I will go to the outskirt stand. I'll save and I'll go take care of her. And when I come back, we will finish the grind. I don't think it'll be too much longer. It kind of depends on how long it takes to get everybody to 44. At the rate it's going, it's probably going to be another 45 minutes, hopefully. But then we will fight Ardos, and depending on how that fight goes, we'll either have to scramble and come up with another team, or maybe we do a Deathless and we'll just be able to go straight into Gorgon. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I will be back in just a couple minutes. Alright, I am back. See that there was a lively conversation happening in the background. Alright. The first thing I read when I came back is I have not done any genocide, so that was off to a great start. Oh my god. Alright. So yeah, we just need to get some speed on Zangoose officially. Let me also scooch over so that I'm centered into the camera better. Okay. Let me check really quick. Zangoose is currently at 168 speed, and we need him to get to 196. And I think you get 12 effort values every time you do this. So if we just fight it, you know, 3 times, we'll be in good shape. So that's the plan. Alright. And Woolie's team is very easy. It's just 2 Zigzagoon and then 2 Linoon. Also, this music is great, but it is a little bit loud, so I'm going to turn it down on my headphones. Alright. So you guys were talking about bacon wrapped scallops and Kinder Buenos. I don't think I need taunt, so let's just not do that. Most of the time, the trainers just want to kill me straight up. They don't really want to toy with me and use non-damaging moves, so yeah. Alright, let's Brick Break. Fight. Zangoose is apparently slower than Linoon because of the Macho Brace, which is absolutely tragic. I did not think it would be slower. That's actually kind of crazy. So my soul is dirty and my hands are greasy chocolatey and my stomach is full. Living the dream. Somehow that just sounds like a normal Thursday to me. All right. So we just have to do this fight one more time after this, and Zangoose will be at the speed value it needs. We will double check that. I will confirm everything, and as soon as I do, yeah, we can just kind of grind against whoever. We'll probably go back to Rogue Gale. I think he gives like the most experience, at least from what I can tell. And once everyone's 44, we just have to pre-burn Ursaring again. So we're gonna need Togetic to hit that 20% a little bit quicker this time, hopefully. But yeah, once we got all that good to go, I mean, yeah, we can try to beat Ardos. I think we'll beat him. I just don't know if there will be casualties or not. That will largely depend on what kind of, you know, luck we run into. Or unluck, for that matter, right? It could be one or the other. Riding is whoever. Sorry, but that made me laugh. Okay. Alright. Making me sound like I'm a degenerate freak. Alright. One more time against this guy. And then I'll go grab, I'll grab Ursaring. And we just gotta finish up these 3. Normally Thursday is not bacon wrapped scallops day, but a patient brought in some as a thank you. Well, that's nice. It's always good to be appreciated. It's degen hours, I'm tired. Fair. Don't sleep, we must see Ardos together. It's boom boom hours, yeah. Sounds like a dope patient, yeah. Sounds like a patient that genuinely appreciates the help you've done for them. But yeah, I mean, honestly, if Ardos goes well, you might also be able to see Gorgon as well. We might just be able to go straight to it. But that's really only if things go mostly right. Okay, really? Really, dude? Hit me 5 times with Pin Missile? Scumlord? Protect Mighty Anti-Air. I had an 11-hour day myself. God dang. Everybody is getting overworked today. Patient is only nice now because we helped her get her children back. Oh, wow. Oof, that sounds extremely serious. Man. No, I'm not gonna sleep. You better not. You better be here. I don't care how much caffeine you gotta consume in order to be awake. You will be here. Damn, I hope you get some good rest of that, yeah. I'll use dig just to make sure that nothing stupid happens here. I didn't know if with the Macho Brace we outsped Zigzagoon or not, but I didn't want like Pin Missile to like crit me a whole bunch of times and then kill. That was doing a lot more than I thought. I mean, it was only coming from Zigzagoon, but it was doing quite a bit. Alright. So anyway, so that's it for Zangoose. I'll double check really quick and we'll go heal up and grab Ursaring. So just give me 1 second. Let's save the game. And let's check. You're going to be hearing that error noise. It's not your computer. It's just me looking at my save. Alright, and then Zangoose is at, yeah, 204. So it's good there. It has 189 attack. We just need 188. We are good to go. So at this point, I can take the Macho Brace off. Let's go to Cypher Lab really quick. I think Cypher Lab's like the area with the closest PC box. I don't know. Maybe there is some other better spot, but this one's like just inside the building here. No caffeine, just licorice ice cream. Heck yeah. I know like licorice is kind of like an acquired thing. Like some people like it, some people hate it. I've never had it, honestly. Closest I've ever had is like Twizzlers. Right? Because I think that's licorice. I think it has licorice in it. Pretty sure. But I can't remember the last time I even had a Twizzler. Licorice doesn't sound like a great ice cream flavor. I'm more of a Cherry Garcia guy. You know, I'm pretty basic. I just like vanilla. That's kind of mine. Prefer mint chocolate chip myself. A lot of people love mint chocolate chip. I'm just basic. I just love vanilla. I didn't like it at first, but I love it now. The salty plus sweet is great. Well, heck, I mean, if you love it, go for it. And if it helps you stay awake so that you can witness Ardos hopefully get absolutely decimated, then even better. Alright, let me temporarily bench Houndoom here. We'll come back for Cinder, don't worry. And then I am going to update the team. Let's see, where is it at? Houndoom or replace it? Nope, that's not Houndoom, that's the Pokeball. Whoops. Don't replace that. Houndoom, we're gonna replace you. Why can I not find it? There we go, Ursaring. For some reason I was at the top. Alright. Resize this really quick. Awesome stuff, good. Are the original Twizzlers Twist licorice? Yes, the original Twizzlers Twist are licorice because they include licorice extract. However, the most popular flavors like strawberry or cherry do not include licorice extract, so they are often referred to as licorice type candy. Okay. Well then, I have had licorice before. But it has been a while. I think probably the last time I had a Twizzler was like when I was 9 or something. And I think I remember liking them, but it's been a long time. Alright. So, I just need Electra to get, like, one tiny bit of experience, so I'll swap him in towards the end here to get that. But for the most part, we're just going to be grinding Mightyena and Zangoose to 44, and then we'll bring Ursaring in to do that as well. And then, of course, we got to burn Ursaring going into Ardos, because that is going to be a big part of the strategy. So I have Zangoose and Mightyena in the lead, right? Okay, perfect. Let me also just preemptively put the Silk Scarf on. We're going to need to have that as the item later. Might as well do it now. Cardamom ice cream is probably my favorite. I don't think I've heard of that. There's a gelato place near me that sells that flavor. Interesting. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Alright. Let's go Brick Break on the Granbull and bite the Curlia. Useless information of the day. That's fine. It's a fun fact. I've been dropping nothing but fun facts throughout this whole playthrough, and most of them have been very unfun facts that no one really wants to hear. But I've still been yapping about it. Been eating so much ice cream this summer, it's a miracle I'm not dummy thick already. Oh god. Can fit into my clothes and all. Well, there's a difference between being like, you know, being fat, right? And then being dummy thick. Dummy thick is usually a good connotation, right? That usually means you got it in the right places, right? All right, let's protect, and then I'll swap to Electra to get that little bit of XP needed. Just be grateful the clap of your ass cheek doesn't attract the bees. Okay, Pooh Bear. The funny thing is, we actually do have Pooh Bear on the team right now. Ursaring is Pooh Bear. I'm honestly surprised with how much Automod has been on a tear today for Twitch chat. I'm shocked that the clap of your ass cheeks did not pick up on Automod. That's insane. Twitch is being nice today. Well, it wasn't nice to Doctor earlier. I don't even remember what he said. Something about smacking something, and that was held for review. Alright, so you're done. I'm gonna put you at the bottom so I don't accidentally swap to you. Automod still modded out, me telling you what got auto-modded out. Paradox. You know me, I break down the system. Yeah. I take back my words. I find a way. Well, if you can extend finding a way to me when I fight Ardos, because I'm going to need to find a way to, you know, get good luck for the fight, that would be great. Because I'm going to need it. I need help. Alright, break, bite. Yeah, I think we were getting about 2,000, like maybe just under 2,000 experience every time we fight this guy. I have something in my eye or something, I don't know. Had to wipe it a lot. So I think probably it's another thereabout 4 or 5 fights to get at least get Zangoose to 45. Mighty Enna will be a little bit quicker, and then we'll bring in Ursaring to also help that out. And I'm hoping that everyone kind of gets to 44 around the same time. If it doesn't happen, though, it's not too big of a deal. We'll figure it out. Whatever we gotta do. Little emote. Alright. Mighty Enna's 43. I'm pretty sure Zangoose is actually interesting. Zangoose is in the fastest experience group. So like every Pokemon has like a designated experience tier, and Zangoose is in erratic, which is the quickest to get to level 100. I believe to get to level 100 in erratic, you only need 600,000 total experience, which is pretty good because like the average is about 1 million, right? But I do think, I don't know at what level that picks up and it starts to like level up way faster than the others. It's probably not until like level 50 or something if I had to guess, but just a little fun fact for you. Zangoose is in the erratic speed or experience group. I don't know how many Pokemon are in that. They're so random, yeah. Like, most Pokemon are in, like, medium-slow or medium-fast experience groups. Like, I think pretty much every starter that has ever existed has been in a medium-slow group, and I think that means at level 100 they need 1,060,000-some thousand. And then medium-fast is just 1,000,000 straight up. But yeah, erratic is the quickest to get to 100. 600,000 experience. And then the slowest one is, what is it called? It's not slow. There's another one. I don't remember what it's called. There's one that like needs like 1.4 million experience. It's a lot. There were some really weird ones that are very slow. Yeah. Most legendaries and, you know, mythicals are in those tiers, right? But you also have some other random ones, like pseudo-legendaries as well, like Metagross, I'm sure, is in something slow. So, yeah. That's not too big of a deal. I will say this grind has been going a lot quicker. Rogue Gale, like I said, he was the GOAT in Coliseum for grinding. And he is the GOAT for grinding in XD as well, if you don't want to do Mount Battle, which honestly I don't want to do Mount Battle. Erratic, fast, medium, slow, and fluctuating. Okay, there you go. Well, there's also slow too. Slow, I know, like Pinsir is in. But I think is fluctuating the one I'm thinking of that has like the really high experience requirement. I can't remember. I only looked up the experience groups that my Pokemon for this run are in, because I wanted to see generally how quick they would level up. So how much does Mightyena need? Alright, so it's probably 2 more times for Mightyena, and then we'll get in Ursaring here. Ursaring needs a lot. Yeah, I could like experience share him or something. Okay. Wait, I think we're approaching the countdown here to Ardos. Fluctuating requires nearly triple the XP of erratic. Wow, so it's even more than I thought. I thought it was like 1.4 some, but yeah, okay. So what? That's like 1.7 million? That's insane. You could level up almost 3 Zangooses to level 100 before you could get something in the fluctuating tier to level 100. But I'm definitely glad we don't have any of the fluctuating Pokemon on my team, because that would be a disaster. I mean, if you thought the grind was already slow enough for this run, oh goodness, would it be absolutely deplorable if we had a fluctuating Pokemon to grind up too. emulator lag there for a bit for some reason. Don't know why. It might be a good indicator that I should probably save. I don't know if I've saved recently or not, but it's fine. All right. So Viper is fluctuating. Really? That is hilarious. They're bitter rivals to the end. I feel like Viper is just doing that to be a contrarian at that point. That's insane though. Viper is fluctuating. Yet another reason why Zangoose is definitely better than Viper. Unfortunate. I never understood the rivalry between Zangoose and Viper, because under what circumstances does Viper win? Right? First of all, Zangoose has two abilities, right? It has immunity and then toxic boost, right? So you've got a move that makes you immune to poison, or an ability that makes you immune to poison, and an ability that makes you more powerful when poisoned. So in what world would Viper win? Like, I think that's one of the most lopsided rivalries in history. Has to be. Alright, we'll give you the XP share here. You're reading too much into it. Vipers don't beat mongooses either. Well, I mean, okay. In the real world, sure. But this is supposed to be from a game, like the Pokemon game standpoint. There is no reason, unless the Zangoose trainer is the dumbest trainer of all time, there's no way you would lose. Justice for Viper. I mean, honestly, there are a lot of things they could do to give it like that edge. They could give it a Mega. They could just give it like a new ability. Huge power to Viper, could you imagine? A new typing that kind of counters it a little bit better. Or just simply buff its stats or something. Give it a signature move that's 100 base power, and it doubles when used against Zangoose specifically. Could you imagine? But yeah, I think the rivalry between Viper and Zangoose, it's like the rivalry between like Megamind and Metro Man. I think that's what it was in the movie. He would win some. I would almost win some. Also, at lower levels, Viper wins by using Glare instead of Poison Tail. That is, if it can survive. I don't know what Zangoose's early game moveset is. It might only have Scratch, so maybe Viper can win. Alright, how close is Mightyena? Well, like a pixel away. Perfect. Awesome. Great stuff. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put Ursaring in the front, and we'll just swap to Mightyena at like the end of the battle or something. Glare followed by Rock Smash is a decent strat for low-level Zangoose, especially before Zangoose learns Slap. Well, okay, well, you're giving it a move that, like a TM or HM move, but you're not giving the same thing to Zangoose. Doesn't that seem like cheating a little bit? Because I don't think Seviper learns Rock Smash via level up, does it? That would be insane if it did. If we're throwing HMs and TMs into it, you have to extend that same courtesy to Zangoose. And here's an easy counterpoint. I teach Zangoose Return and make it my friend, and we one-shot Seviper before it even gets to look at me funny. Or I just put a Lumberry on to cure it of Glare. Easy. I ran out of PP for Shadow, or for Brick Break, not for Shadow Ball. Hilarious. You know what? We'll do. Yeah, we'll do Shadow Ball Curlia and Return on Grand Bolt. I ran out of PP again. Alright. Stop neglecting PP. I am so sorry. The PP is all dried up. Here, we'll just swap Zang. Well, nah, I think it's a little bit too early to swap it to. I want to just like barely get it to 42 or 44 just in case. I want to risk over leveling before Gorgon. I think Body Slam will kill here. Even with the -1 in attack, Houndoom does not have great physical defense. How much you want to bet this is going to hit 5 times? Yep. So how many times has it used Bullet Seed and hit 5 times today? Incredible. Wish that were me. All right. That didn't level up Mighty Anna. Are you kidding me? How close are they? How close are they? Okay, hold on. We got Zangoose is 162. Mighty Anna's 33. Unbelievable. Alright, well, I guess this is... It's fine. We'll make this work. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to a Gate Village now. I'm going to heal up. And we're going to try to burn Ursaring. And I guess also get that little bit remaining experience for both Zangoose and Mighty Anna. Busted seed attack, damn. It has hit 5 times a lot today. It's been a little bit crazy. Alright. So let me grab Togetic, and now we know, confirmation, it's a 20% chance. I don't know why I thought Flamethrower had a base 20% chance last time. It does not. It's 20% with Serene Grace. So maybe I just confused myself by thinking of it like that. I don't know. Either way. Let me also... Who has leftovers? Did I think I took it off of Ursaring to give him the experience. Let me put leftovers on. That'll be better. Because then I won't have to rest every, like, other turn. Just have leftovers on. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So let's walk over here. And the reason I use this trainer in particular is just because they're very easy. They have, like, no good Pokemon. So there's no, like, stupid risk of them, you know, of them using, like, confusion and then confusing me, or statusing me with, like, Poison Sting or something like that. Like, they're just a very simple trainer. They just have a Poochyena and Nincada. Everything's fine. And obviously I was kind of doing some cryptic bit last time, but yes, the reason why I am purposely attacking Ursaring is to burn it so that we activate Guts, which I will explain why that's so important when we are about to fight Ardos. Right now, we're still a little bit a ways from doing that. So let's Flamethrower Ursaring, and we'll take out the Nincada here. Come on, 20% chance. Let's go gambling. God dang it. I think it's easy to remember that Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, and Ice Beam all have the 10% chance for the secondary effect. Well, listen, I'm big dumb. And I don't know. I don't know why I thought Flamethrower was 20%. I think I did look up that Fire Blast had an increased chance to burn in Gen 1, but I don't think that I don't know. I, for whatever reason, thought that Flamethrower had 20%. I'm just big dumb. Anyway, we'll go Flamethrower again, and I guess just fake tears. We're just wasting a turn. Come on, Togetic, you can do it. Burn me. Burn. Unfortunate. Let me get my health back up a little bit. I'll just follow me. Oh, I don't have Protect. Oh, well, I'll just fake tears. Ah, you're just overcomplicating it, probably. Me overcomplicating simple things? Nah. I'd never do that. What? That doesn't sound like me at all. I'll get one more. Just to extra confirm. Flamethrower doesn't like crit, burn, and somehow kill me. That would be like the most tragic way to lose my first Pokemon. Is a completely preventable thing. Oh my god, that would be terrible. It's a friendly fire too. E2 Brute? Alright. Come on, Togetic, burn! Alright, we'll just rest at this point. Or you know what? I'll just take it out. We'll just do this next time. Well, let me get Mightyena in here so it gets to 44. Might as well. Yeah, we'll just heal up at the Pokemon Center and we'll try it again next fight. No big deal. I don't want to sit here for 3 turns waiting for Ursaring to wake up. This will at least get Mightyena to 44, so at least we did something in this fight. Okay. Let's go heal up. We'll leave the area, come back, and... Man, fingers crossed about Ardos. You know what? While I'm doing this and really nothing's happening, I'll just explain what the strat's going to be. So, basically for Ardos, we're going to go in with Electrode and Espeon as the leads, okay? And obviously Ardos leads with Swellow, which is a shadow Pokemon, and Alakazam. So there's kind of like 3 major scenarios that I kind of planned for and anticipated for what I would do for turn 2. Turn 1 is going to be the same thing. We're going to be using Thunderbolt and Psychic on the Swellow slot. So Thunderbolt should kill Swellow. There is a very outside chance if it has like perfect special defense and HP with a plus special defense nature. Even under all of that, it's a 1 in 16 damage range to not kill with Thunderbolt. So you are literally talking about less than a shiny Pokemon chance of running into that scenario. So it probably won't be a problem. We'll just take out the Swellow with Thunderbolt, and Espeon will get to do psychic damage to Kingdra when it swaps in. The big thing that we have to pay attention to, first of all, Swellow can outspeed Electrode. I think it's a 1 in 9.5, 1 in 10 chance for that to happen. Unfortunately, Electrode got that minus speed nature, so that really cucked it there, but it's fine. Not too big of a deal. Like, oh yeah, I need to leave the area and come back. But it can happen. It would only use Shadow Sky, so it shouldn't be like too big of a deal, but just know there is. Uh-oh. Okay, is it back now? Are we good? Everything okay? It said OBS disconnected there, so I don't know how long it was out for. Are we all good? Is the chat okay and the stream look fine? It looks fine. Okay. Yeah, everything looks fine. Okay. All right. Anyway, I don't know where it cut me off at. So Alakazam has 2 things it can do. Obviously, it can attack Electrode, or it can attack let me also. There we go. Okay. It can attack Electrode, or it can attack Espeon. If it attacks Electrode, it's going to use Psychic. If it attacks Espeon, it's going to use one of its elemental punches, which, keep in mind, all the elemental punches are special attacking. In yeah, definitely something happened. All the elemental punches are special attacking in this game because it's based off of typing, not based off of like physical special split. That wasn't until Gen 4. Anyway, so scenario 1 would be if it attacks Electrode and doesn't kill. There is a 1 in, I think, 85.33 chance that it does kill, because it's like a 3 in 16 damage range on top of the 1 in 16 crit chance. So yeah, it's 1 in 85.33 then that Espeon dies with a crit. But if it doesn't die, we'll just swap it for Houndoom. Espeon will finish off Kingdra, and then Houndoom and Espeon will both double kill Alakazam and Heracross the next turn. Then scenario 2 would be if Electra does die to Psychic, we would just go to Houndoom directly afterwards. We would protect Houndoom. Espeon would kill Kingdra as normal, and then once again you set up that double kill turn with the both of them as normal, right? And then in the third scenario, Espeon gets attacked, so we would stay in with Electrode. Electrode would probably go Thunderbolt to finish off Kingdra. Espeon would do a lot of damage with Bite on Alakazam. Twitch is being annoying, can't chat. Odd. Really? Well, we had some weird, I guess, lag spike or something. OBS did disconnect for like a couple of seconds there. I think it was maybe like 20-30 seconds. I went to mini chat instead. That's fine. Yeah. I don't know. That was weird. Everything looks good. Everything looks good on Twitch, but yeah, I don't know if there's something that happened with the chat. I'm not sure. I was wondering why no one was yapping. But that's okay. You guys are in the wrong chat. Well, Doctor apparently can chat. Yeah, I did that for a second. I'll try against it. Okay. We're just moving around to mini chat. Sometimes you gotta be small. Anyway. Let me continue yapping. So, if Espeon gets attacked, we'll stay in with Electrode. Of course, we're going to crit with Flamethrower. Fantastic. And we'll finish off Kingdra. We'll do a lot of damage to Alakazam. Hopefully not kill it. Critical hits that work in my favor could screw me over. It is entirely possible if I get a critical hit from one of my Pokemon that, you know, is supposed to benefit me, it actually could hurt the strategy. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just kill this Poochyena, unfortunately. That crit really sucks. So hopefully no crits happen in my favor, quote unquote, and we just get through all that. And the big thing is we want to set up a turn where we can kill Heracross and whoever the other Pokemon is, whether it's Alakazam or it's someone else for whatever reason. We can kill them both in the same turn because we want Shadow Electabuzz and Shadow Snorlax to be on the field at the same time. This is how we're going to get a really good win rate going, because there's an interesting property when Shadow Electabuzz and Shadow Snorlax are on the field at the same time. Because Snorlax's only attacking move is Shadow End, which has a monstrous amount of power, 120 base power, and 60 accuracy, Electabuzz has a very interesting property that it will always click Shadow Mist every single turn. The reason why it does that is to lower your evasion by 2 stages, so that Shadow End always hits. And it's so locked into using Shadow Mist that it will even ignore if your Pokemon is in kill range. So you can have 2 Pokemon that are at 1 HP on the field, but Electabuzz will still only ever use Shadow Mist. Very, very important, because we can exploit that all day, right? So at that point, Snorlax is extremely slow, so we're just going to take that out, hopefully with Ursaring. Ursaring can one-shot it. But you do have to risk Shadow End killing you with a crit. You do have to risk that. There's no wiggle room for that. If it does kill with the crit, it still should be fine. We have Hariyama as the backup plan. But Ursaring is the primary strat, to just send it out, have the burn, Facade, Guts boost, you know, and just one-shot it. And then we'll swap the Hariyama to fake out Electabuzz and use Facade on Electabuzz to kill it without it being able to attack. It should be, if everything goes right, I'd say the chance to do the whole fight deathless is probably about 80%, which sounds high, but it honestly is probably true. But there is a 20% that things go wrong. And if things go wrong, well, that just is what it is. You know, you'll have to take that risk. I mean, you are playing Pokemon after all. What'd you expect? Oh my god, I keep forgetting I have to leave the area and come back. Anyway. Sorry, I was yapping so much I did miss the chat messages. Yeah, the reason that you can chat is because you have a doctorate, yeah. I do, hold on. Let me not run into that guy. I do enjoy Crash Mind Over Mutant more than Crash of the Titans. As a Mind Over Mutant, it's like an open world, like in Crash to Insanity. That's a bad take. When I played both of those games, you know, I enjoyed them for what they were worth, but I never really associated them as kind of a true Crash game, because it really wasn't like that same formula that made the, you know, original trilogy so great. They call it Pokemon for a reason. Yes, they do call it Pokemon for a reason. There is a lot of just unknown. Oh, Pokemon. Oh, you made a pun there. I thought you said Pokemon, but my bad. Pokemon, sorry. I read it wrong. I still got the connotation correct. That it is luck-based, right? You can plan for a lot, and there are a lot of things that you can guarantee in this game. A lot more than people will give it credit for. But there are some things that you're going to have to risk. Have you ever tried Reese's chocolate? I have. I'm not too big of a fan of Reese's, though. I just kind of prefer, like, basic milk chocolate the most. My all-time favorite at this stage. I mean, it's a lot of people's favorite. A lot of people love the peanut butter chocolate combination. This Togetic still has not gotten the burn. I don't know how many times we use Flamethrower, but this is actually getting absurd. Come on, Togetic. My girl, I just need you. I just need you to land one burn, man. 20% chance. Please. Then we can go fight Ardos. This is the only thing that's keeping me from doing this. Alright, well, ain't gonna happen on this one. I was surprised that Spyro was in Crash to Insanity. I mean, it was kind of just like a brief cameo. The Crash and Spyro have always been kind of linked together. There was like the time during the, you know, like the PS1 era of Crash and Spyro where there were like those like in-game codes that you could do on the main menu and access the demo of like the upcoming Crash or Spyro games. That was pretty cool. And there was that one mistake that was made where the entirety of Crash Bash existed as a demo. Like, you could debug the demo and have access to the full game. It was pretty crazy. Burn denied. It's been... Why is the emulator lagging so much? What happened? Okay, it's fine now, but... yeah, the burn has been denied a lot of times now. This is like probably 7 or 8 flamethrowers that have not burned. Very unfortunate, but it's okay. I know it's a 20% chance, but I do think that is relatively unlucky to not get it in 7 or 8 tries. Whatever 0.8 to the 7th power or 0.8 to the 8th power is, that's the chance. Alright. Oh, I keep forgetting to leave the area and come back to reset the stupid old woman's team and her Poochyena and Nincada combination. I'm pissing myself off now. I was hoping we would already be fighting them at this point. Like, I was feeling really confident that we would get there quick, but this stupid burn chance is just screwing me over completely. It sucks. I wish I had a Pokemon that just had Will-O-Wisp or something. That would be so much easier. Hey, she just needs a little time for her dementia to kick in. Yeah. Well, what I want to know is how she's healing her Pokemon so quickly. She could save me a run to the Pokemon Center. Cut her some slack. Yeah. Alright, let's Flamethrower, Ursaring. We'll kill the Nincada again, as we've done countless times at this point. Togetic, Sunnyside, my girl, my hopeful goat. Can you please get the burn on Ursaring? How long is this gonna take? Sag. Truly is. Burn. Oh my god. This is like the battle bingo thing all over again, except I'm getting trolled by my own Pokemon. At least we can get Zangoose done. Zangoose will get to 44 with this battle. God dang it. Did you know in Crash Bandicoot there was an unused cartoon scene? In what game? Because no, I don't think so. I don't think I know any unused cartoon scene. Back in the big boy chat, let's go. The big text. Yeah, I think it'll be an easy fix there, but yeah, I definitely gotta figure out what's going on with that. That's in Crash 1? Oh no, I had no idea. I thought all the cutscenes in there were just used, like, using the, like, pre-rendered models and stuff. Like, in-game kind of cutscenes. Alright. This time, I'm not gonna forget. I'm not gonna forget. We're going to leave the area and come back and then talk to the old lady to hopefully get burned. I'm so sorry this is taking so long, by the way. I really wish we would have just burned on, like, the first 3 tries. That would have been incredible. But of course, something has to go wrong every time. I'm just hoping we're getting all the bad luck out of the way now. I hope we get all of the bad luck out of the way now, so that we have all the good luck remaining when we fight Ardos. If that's what we're leading up to, Togetic, take your time. Might want to go and look for it sometime. Yeah, I might. I had no idea there was anything like that. Yay, we back. Yeah. We are out here. All right. We're approaching some crazy levels of unluck at this rate. Togetic, can you please just score the burn here? And then we'll be good. Okay. Come on. Come on, Eggman. You've got this. Egg woman. We're level 44, so everyone is officially ready to go. Togetic, this is your moment. This is your cue. Burn Ursaring. We're never gonna fight Ardos, are we? We're never gonna fight Ardos. Please, Togetic. Prayer circle. I don't care what I have to do. Please. Burn the bear. Thank you, Togetic. Thank you, Togetic. You have done it. Finally, Eggman has done it. Egg Woman has done it. Ursaring is burned. I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be happier. And Ursaring couldn't be stronger. Alright. Which boss in Crash Twin Sanity do you think was the hardest? And I don't really think a lot of the boss fights are really that hard. Honestly, it might have been that, like, the trying to save Cortex from the bees minigame, because that could be kind of precise with how fast you had to go sometimes. Anyway, we're staying away from the Poke Centers. I am going to go and make sure... Well, I guess I have citrus berries. Yeah, we can just do that. Alright, citrus berry. Let's heal up. Ursaring. So that we don't have to use the Pokemon Center. Okay. We are going to have to go to the PC box so that we can withdraw the team we need. But yeah, we're staying away from the healing machines. I'm not getting rid of this burn, don't worry. Okay. So we need Electrode. And we need Houndoom. The Guts Machine go burr. Or burn, yeah. Heck yeah. Alright, so. Officially, we've got the team ready. Let me update the team before I do anything, because I've been doing such a bad job of remembering to update the team whenever I swap someone out. So, who do we have? Hold on. Well, you know, if you let me move this image, I can actually see who's on the team right now. Okay, we need to get Houndoom in here. So where's Houndoom? That's not what I wanted to do. I need to resize it. Just a little bit. And then I need to put... Wait, no, that's everybody, right? Yeah, that's everybody. Good, awesome. Team is good. Gotta redistribute items. Have you ever heard of one of the canceled Crash games where there's supposed to be one called Cortex Chaos? News to me. I never heard of that, no. So the items I need for Ardos, I wrote them all down here. Also, there is one thing I got to do for moveset. I need to go to Mount Battle really quick. probably won't... I mean, well, I shouldn't say probably won't have to do this, but just in case, we want to teach Houndoom Shadow Ball. I know Houndoom is more of a special attacker, and we've invested heavily into special attack, but Shadow Ball will guaranteed kill Alakazam, whereas Bite is like a 30 or so % damage range. So Shadow Ball is what we're going to want to do to guarantee that we kill Alakazam, if needed. And then also while I'm here, get 2 more of these. Okay. So let me teach Shadow Ball to Houndoom. Alakazam. He is going to be a pain in the butt for sure. I don't think I'm going to need Charm. Like, honestly, it's a good move, but I don't really think Houndoom's the Pokemon you really want to be using for debuffs. I think there's probably better Pokemon to have fill that role, so I'm going to get rid of Charm. Bite in a pinch can at least flinch, so that would not be bad to hold on to. So we want to put Lumberry on Houndoom and Lumberry on Espeon, which it already had. Perfect. And then we want to put the White Herb on Hariyama and on Mightyena. And then I'm assuming Electrode already has the Magnet on. Great. It means we just need to do the last piece of the puzzle. So even with Guts boosted Facade from Ursaring, we are not guaranteed to kill Snorlax. Which is why there's one more piece to Exodia here. And that is the Choice Band, which will be exactly what we need to guarantee this range. Again, if Shadow End hits Ursaring and it crits, Ursaring is dead. Really, no matter any Pokemon here, if they get crit by Shadow End, it's over. They're dead. 100%. And we are going to have to risk at least that crit, probably even more. But if Ursaring dies, we have Hariyama as the backup. He should be able to take it away from there. We should be okay. That's the hope, at least. Alright. I think officially we're ready. I'll double check really quick. Teach Houndoom, Shadow Ball, burn Ursaring. All the items, they look fine. Yeah. Only thing left to do is put Electrode and Espeon in the lead, but I'll double check their moves too. Thunderbolt and Protect are all we need. Psychic, Bite, and Protect are all we need. Flamethrower, Shadow Ball, Bite, Protect. Yep, perfect. Wreck Break, Fake Out. Really, that's all you need. Facade is all we need. Let me put that in the top slot. And yeah, there's really no move Mightyena needs. It just needs to have Intimidate, and obviously that's a given. Alright. Art Doctor, finally, you're going to be able to see at the same time a very massive boss fight. And I'm going to need all the luck from you guys. Any and all luck that you can channel through the screen to help me out here, I'm going to need all of it. Crybaby Cortex, I think, would be a funny nickname I can think of for Cortex. Yeah, that's a good one. Alright. Let me ride the Kyogre. Robo Kyogre. I wish it was a real Kyogre. If I could have a real Kyogre on my team, that would be so amazing, but unfortunately not. All right. We are out here. We are deathless up to this point. Up to Ardos. And hell, I think that is very impressive that we are deathless up to this point for Ardos. Regardless of what happens, whether this is the fight that loses a Pokemon or not, I'm proud of what happened, and I could not have asked for a better group of soldiers to be here to help me with this fight. But it's time to put it all on the line. You guys got this. Let's do it. It's been a while, boy. Do you remember me? Do you recall this? I helped you in Gadeon Port. There's no need for thanks. I was merely punishing a fool that used a shadow Pokemon in public. At that time, we didn't want the world to know what we, Cypher, were planning. Back then, I thought you were just an ordinary child. Little did I suspect that you would become Cypher's biggest and most damaging threat. That's enough talk. You have the skills and wherewithal. What the heck is that word? To reach Citadark Isle. I don't think I've ever heard of wherewithal. To reach Citadark Isle. Let me see your abilities in full glory. That threw me off. He's already getting in my head, guys. What am I gonna do? All right. Take a deep breath. So, like I said, there is a 1 in somewhere between 9.5, 1 in 10 chance that the Swallow actually does outspeed Electrode. And if it does outspeed, it's just going to use Shadow Sky, which probably doesn't throw things off too much, but obviously that's a little bit of extra chip damage you have to account for. And of course, there is a astronomically low chance that Swallow doesn't die to Thunderbolt here, but it shouldn't happen, hopefully. So Thunderbolt, Swallow, and Psychic, the incoming Kingdra, is hopefully the plan here. We do outspeed Swallow. Swallow, does it die? It does. Huge. Obviously, that was very little chance for it to not die. Alakazam, if it attacks Electrode, has a 1 in 85.33 chance to OHKO, assuming it gets the crit and the damage range. Against Espeon, it can't kill, but obviously it could do a lot of damage and status. So let's see. Good damage. It's going to attack Electrode here. No crit. Perfect. I don't think it even hit the range it needed anyway. It doesn't matter. Okay. This is really good. This is really good. Okay. Let's swap Electrode for Houndoom. Again, Houndoom can swap in for free because Kingdra's going to die on this turn, and Alakazam would use Psychic against Electrode. So, obviously, that does nothing to Houndoom. So, let's go Psychic on Kingdra. Yep. That's obviously going to kill. And I'm hoping Alakazam goes Psychic. If it goes for a punch, it's not the worst in the world. But I am hoping for Psychic. That would just make things a lot better. Nah, it's attacking Espeon. No crit. And no freeze. Okay, so now we're going to go Flamethrower on... Or actually, no, wait. Sorry, my bad. We go Shadow Ball on Alakazam. And we go Psychic on Heracross. And that should double kill. Espeon's fine even if it gets crit. Everything should be good. There's Electabuzz. Espeon gets attacked again. It's fine. It all comes down to this. This is a very simple conundrum. As long as Ursaring doesn't die here, it's a guaranteed win. And as long as it doesn't crit me, it's a guaranteed deathless win. But it comes down to this. We have to double swap to Mightyena and Ursaring. And it's out of my hands. It's out of my hands. 1 in 16. To lose a Pokemon, 15 and 16 to not. Shadow Mist is used. White Herb's gonna cure that, so there is a chance Mightyena can dodge the attack. It did not miss. And it did not crit, and god dang it, we're gonna beat Ardos Deathless. Let's freaking go, dude. We're actually gonna do it. We're gonna freaking do it. Oh my god. Because it should be Electabuzz goes Shadow Mist. Electabuzz should go Shadow Mist. Yep, we got it. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't even believe it, man. I can't stop smiling. Was not guaranteed to do it, but here we are. Somehow, in some way, a deathless Ardos fight. Can you believe it? This is trouble. If something's not done, all the Pokemon fled. We might be able to get them from Realgrim Tower later on. I can't believe it. I realize now that I should have crushed you much earlier. This is out of my hands now. I must defer you to Master Greevil himself. But boy, don't think that this is over. I won't abandon my dreams. Man. That might be one of the most impressive things I've ever done in Nuzlocke, honestly. Do you think Nina Cortex can smash a window with her robotic hands? Yeah, definitely. I once had a dream that Nina smashed a window with her robotic hands during a cutscene. I mean, I'm surprised you can remember that from a dream. Usually when I have a dream, I can barely remember bits and pieces of it. God dang. I can't. I just can't. Oh my god. This is the team. It doesn't matter if their bars are green or yellow. Fact is, the death total stays at 0. Let's go, man. Oh my god, dude. Nina would punch a window to break it, yeah. God dang, man. Okay. Officially, it's Monkey Man Gorgon time. So I don't really know exactly who I want to bring here. Really, there's only 2 Pokemon I absolutely need. So let me see what I wrote down. Yeah, Golduck I wanted to bring for it. I'll bring Ursaring again. And then maybe we'll just do Espeon and Houndoom as the last couple. So really I'm just benching Mightyena and Electrode for this one. And I'm not going to worry about getting them to 44 because I don't really think they're going to get used during this fight. They're just kind of an insurance policy. They're also pretty high. Well, really Golduck's the only one not leveled up to 44, so it's pretty fine. Yeah. I didn't forget to increase the level cap in the bottom left. It is, in fact, still a level cap of 44, so... And I think I'm good to just heal up. We'll get rid of the burn. It's not a big deal. I, again, don't really expect Ursaring to play a role in this fight. I thought it was funny, though. It makes me laugh every time I think about it. Yeah, the real question is, would she hurt herself on the shattered glass from breaking it? Silk Scarf. We need Hariyama in the front. What do I want to have on him? I don't think it really matters what I've got, so I think I'll just put Citrus. It's a basic item to cover my bases. And then let's see. Yeah, I think we'll just go Citrus on everybody. I think that's probably for the best. Okay. Awesome stuff. And then Zangoose is holding the Silk Scarf, right? And it's got all the moves we need. Body Slam, Brick Break, Shadow Ball, and Swords Dance. And now all I gotta do is I need to do one more thing. And Art, I don't know if you're still here, but it's actually something that you've been requesting in a couple of other streams. We're gonna do one of the battle CDs. Because it's gonna give me a TM that I'm gonna need for this fight. Just to guarantee everything goes smoothly. God. I can't believe we did it. I cannot believe we did a Deathless. I mean, I know it was a high chance. Like, I think, like I said, around 80%. But you never know until you go into the fight exactly if the plan is going to work. For the most part, I'm kind of speaking more of just past experience and what I got in testing. You just never know what's going to happen, though. And God, it's so good. Feels so good winning that fight. That is legitimately one of the hardest fights I've ever had to plan for. So I believe the battle CD we're looking for is on the 2nd floor. It's in this room where I don't know what his name is. Is this Net? Are you Net? No, you're Sec. I'm not gonna actually talk to you. I just want to get your battle CD. There we go. Perfect. Battle CD 21 is what we need. Obviously, when I beat this run, if I beat this run, and when I beat this run, I will be doing all of the battle CDs in kind of like a bonus stream at the end. But obviously, this one, because I did it in my actual playthrough, we won't be doing that one. We won't be doing Battle CD 21. We'll be doing all the other 49, though, in that one stream. It's just because Battle CD 21 specifically, I do need the TM that this gives you. So let me go to Realgam. That's where you do the battle CDs at. Nope, get out of my way. Pretty sure it's up here, right? Now, I have not really looked over the battle CDs at all. I can't even remember if I did them in the past or not. But we're going to get our first glimpse at what battle CDs are all about. Really, the reason I haven't done them is simply because the rewards for completing them have been trash. A lot of times it's like full heals or potions or just like very minor useful items. But this one gives a TM. I did look this up. We only have a small selection of battle CDs available right now. What's more, 2 customers just came in, bought up most of what we had left. But if you have battle CDs of your own, you certainly can use them for the battle sims. Please do let me know if you have a battle CD you would like to play. Mary served it. So she sells and allows you to play them? Okay. I have a couple of battle CDs already. Alright, battle CD 21. Okay, I don't really fully remember how all this works. Double battle with unlimited turns. Defeat the opponent to clear. That's it. Focus punch face off. Everybody loves that focus punch. This is the TM that I want, is focus punch, obviously. Spoiler alert. This is the one I wanted to get. Okay, so I've got to fight a Swellow, a Meowth, and a Mankey? And I've got a Breloom and a Clefable. Okay. I don't know anything about these Pokemon. I don't know what item they have. Well, I guess I can check that, right? Surely I can check what items I've got. Okay. Bentley reminds me of Sully from Monster Inc. Yeah, that's a good comparison. Alright, Breloom and Clefable. Let me check. Can I see what, like, everything... Okay, they don't have items. Hardy. Effect Spore. Spore, Focus Punch, Attract, and Substitute. Attract, Follow Me, Focus Punch, and Moonlight. Q-Charm, Hardy. Okay. I mean, you got Spore. You could go for that, but I honestly think the better thing is probably just Focus Punch the Swellow. That should kill. And then Follow Me. Right? Unless I'm stupid. Aerial Ace. That's fine. Focus Punch should kill Swellow here. Unless it's got like a Focus Band or something, but it seems like all the Pokemon don't have items. Seems like it. Mankey's in. Let me go, let me do Substitute. Maybe Moonlight, because I do think Mankey might be able to kill. I think I only have Focus Punch, right? Yeah. So let me go Sub. And then Moonlight. Oh, Mankey's got Focus Punch, too. Interesting. Well, it might kill Clefable, then. Let's see. I don't know. Does Clefable live this? That'll be interesting. Oh, it went for Breloom. Well, what an idiot. Okay, well then definitely what we're gonna do is we're gonna Focus Punch Mankey. And I guess follow me. Breloom's faster than Mankey, so we get this off. I don't know if I'm playing good or not. I have no idea. I think it would have helped if I knew what moves they had. But I guess that's part of the challenge, is not knowing. So Mankey's down, and I mean, it should just be Focus Punch, follow me, right? That's pretty easy. All right, well was that like 3-star difficulty? I don't know if that's the highest or what, but that was easy. Okay. Congratulations, you cleared that battle CD. A wonderful battle too. To commemorate your clearing of battle CD 21 for the first time, please accept TM1. And that is Focus Punch. So we're going to want to teach that to my guy Hariyama. Hari Omega, as I nicknamed him. And I think temporarily, just for now, we'll get rid of Protect. I think that'll be the goal here. I kind of like Rock Tomb a little bit. I know it's inaccurate, but it could be nice. Especially because a lot of Greevil's Pokemon are weak to Rock Tomb. 2 of them are quad weak to Rock. And it can lower speed. So it wouldn't be a bad thing to have. Which Sheila model do you think is better? Original Sheila or Reignited? I think I like the Reignited one better. I liked it. The little outfit that she has is nice. Alright. So now we're good to go back to Citadark Isle, and we can fight Gorgon, and that is probably going to be where we stop for tonight. But what an incredible amount of stuff we were able to get done today. That was fantastic. I'm so happy we got all that done. Let me just double check something really quick before I go in with this. Won't take me long. Which model do you think is better, original or reignited for Sergeant Bird? I like them both the same. Agent 9, I think I probably like the original better. Oh, and Bentley, yeah, again, I would kind of say they're about the same for me. I like them both equally. Alright, so Zangoose, my boy, or my girl, sorry. Didn't mean to do that to you. Just want to double check. We got what Pokemon here? Walrein. Walrein's the big one I wanted to check out. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Alright. Yeah, we're good to go. Silk Scarf on you. You've got everyone has Citrus, right? Yeah, and then we taught Focus Punch. Yep. Okay. This is all we need to pull off a win. I'm pretty sure. Guaranteed win against Gorgon. It should be pretty much just as easy as it was the first time we fought him. All right. Let's ride Robo Kyogre. Let's fight Gorgon. And we can stop for tonight. And again, just to mention something, if any of the Pokemon that I have level up past the level cap during the fight, that is perfectly okay. That is perfectly okay. The big thing is that you go into the fight at or below the level cap. Everything else that comes after is not a big deal. Do you know why only Tawna appeared in Crash 1, but then she appeared later in Insane Trilogy, CTR, and Edgefield, and then Crash 4 and Crash Team Rumble, or when Tawna had appearances? I think the reason why she was removed for a period of time was simply because of the, I guess, the sexually implied content of the character, right? I think that's why she was removed, right? Because it is a kid's game. They don't want that kind of stuff in the game. I think that's why they probably removed it. And then they brought it back when, I don't know, regulations became different. I'm sure. Okay. We are leading with Zangoose Hariyama. I'm double, triple, quadruple checking because after beating Ardos, I don't want me to, like, just completely have something slip my mind on how to play Pokemon. Alright. Ho ho ho! Now this is quite a surprise. You managed to defeat Ardos. Of course, you've also beaten so many of my followers. Perhaps it's no surprise that you won. I must say that I haven't been this excited in a long time. I do have an appreciation for the strong, you see. However, I also cannot allow your interference. My Shadow Pokemon plan is nearing completion. So, for the time being, I think I will have you securely out of the way right where you are now. It's a wall of psychic energy. It's a gigantic wall of glass. It appears impossible to go any farther. Which character do you enjoy playing as in Crash 4? Do you think it would be Crash, Coco, Dingo, Daltana, or Cortex? Really, for the most part, it was Crash and Coco. I liked the gameplay of them a lot. Like, it was nice having change up here and there, but I did like Crash and Coco the most, playing as them. Alright. So officially, we're good to go. I'll heal just in case somehow I didn't heal up originally. If I'm missing PP or something, I shouldn't be. As Art always is telling me, don't forget your PP. Don't neglect the PP. Alright. Let's go and do it.
Hey, it's me again, kid. You know, it makes me kinda happy to see you since I've seen you so often. But the way you keep beating me, my cred's taking a beating. Aye. So, Master Greevil gave me this one last chance to redeem myself. But this is it. If I lose this one, there's no tomorrow. Here goes.
Alright, Cypher Admin Gorgon send out Slowking and Nursing. I'll get to the message in just a second, Brad. Just want to focus up. Make sure I don't make any mistakes here. Alright, we're going to go, just like last time, Swords Dance, and fake out the Slowking. What should happen is Ursaring should protect, Slowking should try to go for Earthquake, but of course, it flinches because of fake out. Sure enough, Ursaring protects. And then we go for the double KO. We can go Shadow Ball and Brick Break. Hariyama guaranteed outspeeds. Ursaring, both of them are going to guaranteed kill Slowking and Ursaring here. So no risk here. Alright. And here comes Aggron, and then it's going to also be Walrein. So he did evolve his Pokemon. Lairon and Celio were the Pokemon he had last time I fought him. But even though his team became stronger, so did mine. Might be the same Pokemon, but they are definitely not the same power level. They're way stronger than before. So Aggron is now going to use Protect. Walrein is going to try to use Earthquake. So we're going to go Brick Break on the Walrein, which should kill. With all the attack investment we did, we should get the kill. And then we go Focus Punch into the Walrein slot, which is going to kill, or not kill. It's going to do a lot of damage to Shadow Poliwrath. It's not going to kill it. Unless it crits. If it crits, it would kill. But it puts it in range where Body Slam can take Poliwrath out the next turn. And the reason why we wanted Focus Punch for this instead of relying on Brick Break is because there is a chance, if the Poliwrath has a plus defense nature, it can, very rarely, but it can live a Brick Break plus Body Slam combo attack. It can. Very unlikely for it to happen, but just to make sure there's no risk, because I am not risking this far into the game, we're going to do that. So Body Slam and then Brick Break, and that is going to take out both Poliwrath and Aggron. And it's just Mr. Mime. Shadow Mr. Mime is the last Pokemon that we have to fight against. Oh, a Shadow Pokemon. And from here, Zangoose is guaranteed to outspeed. And so, 2 fights against Gorgon now. 2 separate fights against Gorgon. And not only did I not take any damage, or I mean, did I not lose any Pokemon during this fight, but I didn't take any damage. So, I think it's safe to say Gorgon's kind of a joke, honestly. His AI is super predictable, and that is his downfall, because I can just predict every single turn to a T. And, yeah, he's easy as heck. We did a damageless again. So just in case you thought last time was a fluke, there you go. There's your proof. I can do it back to back. We can do it all day. I could fight him 1,000 times and do it damageless. Ah, we're doomed. Mr. Mime, Poliwrath fled somewhere.
That was the very last chance Master Greevil gave me. How could I keep losing to some kid over and over? If there was a tree, I'd climb it to get away from all this.
Monkey man. Monkey. Alright, there we go. 2 fights in the same day. Who would have thought it? And somehow, in some way, by some miracle, we're deathless. There are 2 major fights remaining in the game. Eldis and Greevil. And the run's over. But that'll be something we're going to do next time. What about Dingo Dialtana or Cortex? How good were you at playing as them in Crash 4? I find them all fun to play. Yeah, I was good at all of them. You know, I went for 106% completion in Crash 4, which was very hard to do. But you learn how to use those characters as optimally as possible, getting all the platinum relics and you know, the perfect relics, all of that. But it was a fun challenge. I enjoyed Crash 4. It insanely difficult game, but had a lot of fun with it. Agent 9 is a cheeky monkey, isn't he? Yeah. That he is. Alright, well, I don't know how we have done it up to this point. Sometimes I surprise myself, but this was incredible. I'm so happy the run has gone this well up to this point. I really hope we can keep it going. We'll see. I don't expect... So next week, I don't expect that we're going to beat the game. I know we're very close, but there's a lot of grinding I'm going to have to do for both Eldis and Greevil. And of course, if there's any deaths that happen, then I gotta make sure that I can adapt, right, and readjust my team. There's also one thing I'm going to probably do next time. I haven't decided 100% yet, but I think I'm leaning towards doing it, and you'll see what it is next time. But it is going to require a lot of grinding. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but it is going to require a lot of grinding. So next session might just be grinding. We'll kind of see. But either way, we are approaching the end game, and I'm glad we were able to make so much progress this time. This was a lot that we did. 2 big fights. Gorgon was kind of a pushover, but Ardos, he's legit. He's legit. Absolutely hard to beat that fight. But regardless, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to Brett, Art, Doctor, Nick, Seven for all being here. You all are awesome. Make it for a lively chat, and always love interacting with you guys. You keep it interesting. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, whether you're watching on YouTube, on Twitch, or watching the VOD, and I will see you all next time.